Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to another exciting journey into the world of English literature. Today, we are opening the treasure box of poetry, words that dance, sing, and touch the heart. Poetry is not just about rhyming words, it is about feelings, images, and emotions wrapped in beautiful language. In this video, we will explore different types of poetry in English literature, simple examples of each type, how each type creates a different mood and meaning. So get ready to travel through the land of poets from Shakespeare to modern spoken word artists. Grab your notebook and let's begin. Narrative poetry. Narrative poetry tells a story. It has characters, a setting, and a plot, just like a short story or a novel. It tells a story from beginning to the end, often written in verses and stanzas, may include dialogue. For example, the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge tells a long sea adventure. For example, the sun was bright, the ship was light. We sailed away till dark of night. Lyric poetry. Lyric poetry expresses the poet's personal feelings and emotions. It is often short and musical in quality. There are some features of lyric poetry. For example, it focuses on emotion, not storytelling. It is often written in first person. It can be about love, nature, sadness, joy, or beauty. For example, William Wordsworth's poem like I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, or lyric poems. Simple sentence example. I see the clouds above my head. They make me dream while in my bed. Sonnet. A sonnet is a poem of 14 lines, usually written in iambic pentameter. Features of a sonnet. It has 4 lines long. Specific rhyme scheme, often about love or beauty. Types of sonnets. Shakespearean sonnet. AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, GG. Petrarchan sonnet. A, B, AA, BBA, CD, EC, DE. For example, Shakespeare's Sonnet 18. Shall I compare thee to the summer's day? For example, 14 lines. To speak my heart, I work to love, a work of art. Free verse poetry. Free verse poetry does not follow a fixed rhyme scheme or rhythm. No regular meter, no fixed rhyming pattern. Focus on natural flow of language. For example, Walt Whitman's Song of Myself is a famous free verse poem. The wind moves slowly across the field, and I walk without a plan. Haiku, a short form of Japanese poetry with 3 lines. Here is the structure. First line 5 syllables, second line 7 syllables, third line 5 syllables. Often about nature, creates a clear image or feeling. For example, old font frogs jumping, sound of water and stillness. Nature speaks softly. Simple sentence example: winter snow falling, covering the empty ground, silent white blanket. Ballad. A ballad is a song-like poem that tells a story often about love, tragedy, or adventure. Simple language often has repeated lines, refrain, strong rhythm. For example, the ballad of Reading Gaol by Oscar Wilde. Simple sentence example: he rode away at break of day and never came back home. Ode. An ode is a poem that phrases something or someone. It is a formal and serious tone. It celebrates beauty, nature, and a person or an idea. For example, John Keats' Ode to the Nightingale. Simple sentence example: O shining moon above the trees, your light brings peace to troubled seas. Elegy. An elegy is a poem of sorrow usually written to mourn someone's death. Sad and reflective tone talks about loss and remembrance. For example, Thomas Gray's elegy written in a country churchyard. Your voice is gone, but I still hear the echo of your love, Sonia. Epic poetry. Epic poetry is long and tells the story of a hero's journey and adventures. It often sets in the first heroic decades, battles, gods, and legends. For example, Homer's The Iliad and the Odyssey. Through storms and fire, the hero stands, swords of truth in his strong hands. Limerick. Limerick is a short, funny poem with a specific rhythm and rhyme pattern. AABBA. It has 5 lines, humorous tone, often silly or playful. For example, there once was a cat from Pharaoh who dreamed it could fly to the moon. It tried one fine day, but slipped on the hem and landed instead in the zoo. Acrostic poetry. Acrostic poetry uses the first letters of each line to spell out a word. Each line starts with a letter from the word. The word is the subject of the poem. For example, love. Light in your smile. Over the miles. Voice is my fate. Eternity state. LOVE. Love. Once again, you can say or repeat with me. Love. L for light in your smile. O for over the miles. V for voices may fade. E for eternity state. Blank verse. Blank verse is poetry written in unramped iambic pentameter. No rhyme, has a steady beat meter common in Shakespeare's plays. For example, from Shakespeare's Hamlet, To be or not to be, that's the question. For example, the sun will rise again beyond the hills. Pastoral poetry. Pastoral poetry describes rural life, nature, and shepherds. Peaceful and simple life, love of nature. For example, Christopher Marlowe's The Passionate Shepherd to his love. Green fields, clear streams, the soft sound of the breeze. Dramatic monologue, a poem where a single speaker speaks to the silent listener, revealing thoughts and feelings. First person listener is not directly heard. For example, Robert Browning's My Lost Duchess. I told her once, but still she did not hear. Spoken word poetry, a modern form of poetry performed aloud, focusing on emotion and performance. Here are some features of this kind of poetry: free verse style, strong voice and body language, often about personal or social topics. For example, Sarah Kay's performances are famous examples. I speak my truth, not on paper, but in the air. Here are some tips to enjoy and understand poetry. Read aloud. Poetry is music for the ears. Feel the emotion, don't just focus on words. Feel the meaning. Look for images, notice the pictures the poet paints. Understand the type. Each type of poem has a unique style. Write your own. Practice makes you love poetry more. So my friends, today we walked through the garden of poetry and picked flowers of many kinds: narrative, lyric, sonnet, free verse, haiku, ballad, ode, elegy, epic, limerick, acrostic, blank verse, pastoral, dramatic monologue, and spoken word. Each type is special, each has its own beauty, rhythm, and purpose. Poetry is not just about words, it's about life, feelings, and imagination. If you enjoyed this lesson, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more easy English literature lessons. And remember, poetry is the language of the heart. Learn it, feel it, and let it speak for you. See you in the next video. Bye.